let's talk about the term buttery. It's something that you most often see associated with Chardonnay. Now, wine, it goes through fermentation, pretty straightforward chemistry. You've got yeast and they eat the sugars that are found in those fresh grapes and they convert that sugar into alcohol. Now there's a second fermentation that happens and it's called malolactic fermentation. Now typically all red wines go through it. Some whites do, some don't. Chardonnay is one that typically does go through malolactic fermentation, and that's for a really specific reason. Now grapes naturally have a type of acidity found in them called malic acid. And malic acid is sort of like if you bite into a fresh Granny Smith apple or maybe one that's not quite ripe and you get that kind of bracing, almost astringent acidity. Well, what happens with malolactic fermentation is a very specific type of bacteria is introduced that converts that malic acid into a softer lactic acid. This is the kind of acid that you find in a lot of dairy products like yogurt or sour cream, and it makes the wine softer, rounder, creamier, and at the same time, it also, one of the byproducts of that fermentation is a chemical called diacetyl. That's the same chemical that they use in creating that fake movie popcorn butter aroma. So there you end up with a buttery wine.